Hello, I'm Nick Arganbright, and in this week's episode of Opposing Roles. Season 2, Episode 22, The Order of Blood. Taking Sandra back to the village, our heroes plan to regroup and scheme their next steps now that they have secured the amulet. Everyone have dice, extra paper, pencils, their character sheets? All right, let's begin.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes.
Let's roll for initiative.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
This season, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons by Wizards of the Coast. Our players this season are...
Isaiah Shellwitz,
Jessica Gibson,
Laura Spires.
I'm Will Scarborough. I am the DM.
And this is Opposing Roles.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
This is Opposing Roles. Season 2, Episode 22, The Order of Blood. This is an almost actual play podcast with every season featuring a different RPG game system, sometimes reoccurring, other times brand new. Don't have anything to point out table talk-wise, a section where we discuss inside references or jokes at the table. If you feel we should have said something, please let us know at goodbadgeeky@gmail.com. Support Opposing Roles on Patreon at patreon.com/D4K Studios. Right from day one, $5 gives you early access to all of our podcasts, such as Opposing Roles, The Good, the Bad, and the Geeky, and the magically unauthorized misadventures of Rocky and Boinkle and Friends, plus unreleased audio tracks, archived audio, and more, such as original UTMT Patreon content, archived comics for UTMT, Dribble for Kids, and Tales of the 8th Grade Nothing, including brand new exclusive comics and other projects premiering for our patrons first, and more. Become a patron for just $5 a month and support us by heading over to patreon.com/D4K Studios. What if, so who here in the group is really good with building shit? Magnus, yeah. Magnus. So why don't we, what if we get an amulet, another amulet, and she builds it to make it look exactly like that one, and then we give it back to the Lord and see what the fuck happens.
Interesting.
I would say I would go in as a mouse again, but that didn't work out well for me last time, even though that was part of the plan.
So are you saying that you would rather keep the real amulet instead of get a reward from the Lord? Or you're saying we'll trick him and we'll get both?
Well, kind of both, actually. But here's my thing. If we give him the amulet and it's going to do something bad, I live in this land. Whatever he does bad is going to come back on me, which means I don't get paid in the future for other things. I'm viewing it like that.
I mean, we don't know he's going to do something bad. It's just always possibility.
No, that is also true.
I mean, also the Count could do something bad. Look at him.
Yeah. And I guess it is their amulet already.
Yeah.
These guys are the thieves. I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I don't know.
Okay. We'll pin this for a second. I don't, because I'm bothered by the fact that and Sandra and all those guys, or Galactus was paying them. They were technically bounty hunters or protectors or whatever to be with him. So now I'm just more curious, where the hell did they come from and what? I don't know. That there's something weird there.
I feel like we need to go question the other guy again because he's a little more awake.
Oh, the guy that's tied up back at the house.
I guess we can take Sandra with us too and continue the interrogation there.
Yeah, with both of them, and just like
Let's
Not
tell Sandra
someone?
we're trying to get to the bottom of this. We are also concerned about the perhaps demonic amulet. I know,
Yeah.
as a paladin, I am concerned about demons. Just in general, it's like a thing with me.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
we watch him carefully, we disarm him, and then we politely walk with him.
I don't really want something bad to happen, so
Yeah, that's my problem. There's a love of money here. And then there's also the fact that something bad could happen, which then could stop me making more money. And then I get sad.
Hmm. So the amulet unlocks a demon or allows you to lock up a demon? Or we
allows
don't-
you to lock up a demon. But you have to do a ritual to unlock the amulet, right?
Hmm.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess take her back with us and question that other guy and just not drop the bomb that his boyfriend's dead.
Okay. We gotta make sure Sandra doesn't tell.
Yeah. Do you promise not to tell? I'm talking to her now. Do you promise not to tell that, people, boyfriend's dead? Because,
He has a right to know.
we'll tell him later. It was just like
He asked
not
her
right
first.
away.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. This is going to go poorly. 14?
She looks at you and she's like, if it means you won't kill me, fine.
Okay.
Let's go with that then.
I promise that I will not kill you. That is a guarantee. Well, unless you do something stupid. But I don't think that's going to happen. I swear on my honor, yada, yada, yada.
I swear on this tentacle thing that I just stole.
That's all yours.
Pretty cool, because it killed me.
As far as I'm concerned, Galanicus can go fuck off. Looks like you
Oh.
already took care of that.
Oh,
Interesting.
That's
So there
something
was-
we agree about.
there was some tension in the group is what I'm hearing. Some tension? You just didn't get along? Or was he just a dick?
Was that a question for Sandra? Or were
That
you
was totally a
talking-
question for Sandra. I
Okay.
was sorry.
You were like looking away, so I wasn't sure if you were like acting like you were talking to the group.
No, sorry, that's true, yeah.
She looks at you, she's like, most of us wanted to leave once we got a hold of the amulet to study it further south. Galanicus thought wanted us to stay closer. We had to follow his orders. And
You
then, of
had
course,
to follow him?
once you came along with that other one, we figured
Yeah.
we wanted to leave, and he still said no. So
What other one?
the other one, he came yesterday. Did you not? Were you not with him? The half elf?
The half elf.
Yes, he came through just yesterday. Said he was
Demon?
meeting with the Lord. No,
No.
Down to
What
the village.
what all can you tell us about him?
Not much, really. He came in asking about the Lord and the amulet and everything. We assumed he was either with you to search for it, or maybe he was another one who found out about it and was going to try to steal it.
Half elf. Did we run into a half elf? I swear to God we
The
did.
Demon was, but
Oh, okay.
but
What happened to this half elf? Did he leave town? Is he still around? Do you know where he is?
Did you kill
I'm
him?
not sure. He went and spoke with the Lord. By the time he got here, it was pretty late at night, so we had already come here at the time. I mean, he might be at the inn. He might have left already.
Hmm.
He's not with you, though, so clearly he didn't find the amulet.
He surely is not. So when you said you had to follow Galamigus' orders, what do you mean? Like you're compelled to?
I mean, we were being paid by him. We wouldn't have gotten paid if we left. Additionally, it's being all part of the same order.
Order?
Yes.
What order?
I mean, we're all part of the Order of Blood. We unlock. We look for ancient artifacts. We take them. We use them.
Do you usually use them for good?
Oh yeah, the Order of Blood. Of course I've heard of that place.
Does the Lord know about the Order of Blood?
Don't know. Shockingly enough, after we got a hold of his amulet, we didn't really think to talk to him.
So what do you use the ancient artifacts for exactly?
I mean, primarily we unlock ancient artifacts to better understand their use.
So like researchers.
More like students of forbidden magic.
All right, why don't we take Sandra to our other tied up friend? Because no matter what we do next, we're going to want both of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either to interrogate them or take them to the king or I mean the Lord or whatever we're going to do. So
Should we probably rest up before we head back, though? Or do we go back and then rest up? That way we can all heal up and...
I would say rest. I mean, if we run into trouble on the way, I only have 1 hit point.
Yeah,
Just
that was...
as an aside.
I feel like a short rest in this blood-splattered room. Might be a good idea.
Does anyone
All our
have
spells
vials
after a
so we
short
can
rest.
follow the suggestion to collect some blood?
So for a short rest, you can restore any HP with your hit dice, and spell slots are recovered if you are a warlock.
okay, so we're doing a
Additionally,
short
some features are also restored with a short rest, depending on race and class.
So how do I restore my hit points?
So as a barbarian, you have 5d12 hit dice. So you roll them. So you'd roll. I usually roll 1 at a time personally, just so I don't waste any of them. But you roll them, and then you take what you roll and add it to your hit points.
Okay. I'm doing that.
She's rolling 5d12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Barbarians have the most HP.
Oh, damn. 9.
You can roll 5d12 for a short rest, so I'm rolling 1d10.
Quality rolls right now. Okay.
Well, you can roll up to 5d10 ultimately.
If we do a long rest, we would get, I think, 10 hit points up to 2 hit dice, 2 spell slots. Well, that's for me, but...
If you do a long rest, you'd get all your HP back, as well as all spell slots.
That might be better.
2 hours? Oh, we can do 2 hours.
A long rest would be 8 hours of sleep. Yeah.
Oh, 8. Okay.
You want to sleep in this weird cave with corpses?
Probably a nap.
We can nap out, have Rocket guard the front of the entrance, wake us up or something.
Okay.
We're gonna long rest right now.
But let's remember that dude is tied up in a closet, so he's probably in 8 hours. Don't you think he'll be able to alert
we can
somebody
take turns
that he's there? Do we need to?
That's a good point. What if we go back there, make sure they're secured and tied up, and then take an 8-hour sleep?
But if we run into trouble, I only have 1 hit point.
How long is why don't we do a short rest? Because then
let's do a short rest.
Do a short rest, and then we'll go to the house and see if he's still tied up.
Cool. I'm good with that. Then, are you good with just taking a short rest? If so, I'm good with it.
So a short rest, I roll a d10 5 times.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Or you can roll it up to 5 times. You don't have to. But
why would I roll it any less?
If you didn't need to restore that much, because you expend your hit dice and then you lose them, until you take a long rest, and then you get half of them back.
Okay. So, do I add my Constitution bonus or not?
You do not, if I recall.
Okay. So 6.
Me saying that means somebody out there is probably going to be screaming when they hear it.
I mean, according to D&D Beyond, I do add it.
I just rolled excellently.
9.
And
Okay, that's probably good.
Oh, whoops. What did I do?
I had 8, 10, 9, 12, and 5. So that's 44. So I'm fucking ready.
According to D&D Beyond, it said confirmed. Short rest completed.
Crap. All this time I've been using hit dice wrong. I hate myself.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Do I have to take away my thingies?
No, it's just you add your Constitution bonus. I don't know why I never really thought about that. But...
Each roll?
Yeah, each roll you add your con bonus.
You guys, I am at 54.
Damn.
Nice. Okay. All right, so at this point, with the hour rest, it's probably starting to reach late afternoon. So as you exit the caverns with the tied up, I assume you did then tied her up instead of having her snake the currently bound Sandra. When you step out, it's nearing sunset as you head back toward the village. Are you trying to do anything to like hide the fact that you currently have her tied up, or you just kind of waltzing in with your prisoner?
I'm assuming, am I carrying her?
Well,
You can.
are we going straight into the village, or are we going through the secret passage?
That's true. You also do have that option.
Yeah, why don't we take the secret passage
secret passage.
and then we just...
Wait, is this the entirety of the caves, or is there any more caves to explore?
There was that other fork in the road, yes.
Oh.
If you wanted to investigate that really quick.
We're here. Let's just take a look.
Okay.
We'll ask
when you go there-
Sandra, is there anything in the other fork?
That's also a good point. You can always ask. She just kind of looks at you. She's like, it's primarily Gulanicus's personal room.
Oh, we
Let's
Probably
definitely
bed,
go there. We're
clothing.
absolutely going there for sure. We're definitely going
Yeah.
there.
Sandra, would you want to open the door for us?
She kind of looks at you like, I can.
Oh.
There's a bedroom in front of you.
Investigation check.
All right, yeah, roll investigation check.
Pretty clear that we're investigating. Even Sandra could roll a shitty investigation check.
Oh, a 9. It's a 9.
Nice.
I got a 9 too, Vin.
Oh,
I
a
got
9.
I
I
rolled
guess-
an 18.
I guess 17.
Okay. Well, anyone with over a 15. For the most part, all that's really in there's a bed. There's like a chest that has some clothes and stuff in it. You do find a journal, however. What languages does everyone know?
Dwarven, Common, and Infernal.
It is in none of those languages.
I have Common, Druidic, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
It is not in any of those languages.
I have common and primordial.
It is not in any of those languages.
I don't have.
I can just burn it if you guys want.
I assume Common is a language I speak.
It would be, yes.
Jessica,
Let me check what other.
That I don't.
I was going to say, Jessica, if it's filled in, languages are to the left and on the bottom.
Not. I can speak to animals.
Let's see. You would have one other language of your choice. So if you wish to choose it now, you are welcome to.
Gosh, what's the
Pick
list?
one that we haven't said.
One that they don't know.
All right. So your language options are as follows. Let me get to them really quick. And this actually isn't all of them because some of the other books have other languages, but this is the basic options once I actually flip to them and find them in this book as I keep kind of rambling to buy myself some time. So you have the option of Common, which you already know, Dwarvish, which is spoken by dwarves, Elvish, which is spoken by elves, Giant, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, and Orc. Those are your standard languages. If you want an exotic language, you have Abyssal, Celestial, Draconic, Deep Speech, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
Wasn't he an orc?
Kyle was an orc. If you want, actually, everyone make me a nature check.
Oh.
This will be to recognize what was.
Where's my nature? +4.
16 plus 2 is 18.
All right. Everyone who rolled above a 10 would recognize that Gulanicus was a kind of subrace of elf-type humanoid called a Kalashtar, which are spirit-touched individuals. They kind of carry lingering history of their ancestors and other types of spirits in them.
Well, what language do they speak?
Whatever languages they speak. Primarily Common and Elvish would probably be their languages. They may speak something like Celestial as well.
God, I guess I'll go with Elvish.
Okay. It is not an Elvish. So yes, looking over it, you cannot make out the language that is written in this journal.
And Sandra,
She looks at it and cannot. She does not speak this language either.
Can she recognize it?
we recognize. Any of us recognize the language?
Everyone can make me an Arcana check.
Oh,
Or
First.
actually a history or Arcana. I'll leave it up to
Oh,
you.
history.
The language.
Yeah. Finally get to use
Languages
that
are a little
skill.
weird. You do not speak it. You do not understand it or read it or write it. However, you do recognize it as deep speech. which is a language of creatures like mind flayers, beholders.
Did he just like write in the
Cthulhu.
language of Mordor? Like, is that what's happening here?
It's more like Lovecraftian language. It's very much like a Cthulhu relay type thing.
Can this tentacle mace
Read.
do anything to this language?
So if you wanted to, you could hold the tentacle mace over the journal and
Sure.
hit it.
Fucking may as well.
You can
Gently
hit it.
though, because I don't want to
That's
just.
about it. You can just kind of slap it with a tentacle. Kind of makes like a sound,
Damn
like
it!
a thwack,
I
a
tried.
fleshy thwack.
We'll have to see if someone in town reads this language.
I
You
would
know
say,
who will know? Your buddy, Tenacity, Huggy.
I will say,
What?
recognizing
We're gonna
language,
go-
you would know that deep speech is not
way
the
better than all
most
of them.
common of languages.
Damn.
It's
Well, let's-
crazy, I know.
Sorry,
We have
guys.
Let's take the journal. I'll grab the journal.
I'm gonna
Alright.
earmuff Sandra. Sorry, guys. I guess I shouldn't have fucking murdered that guy. My bad. My bad.
So you're just heading back to the village then?
Thank you.
We're gonna take the secret passageway.
And
Yeah,
this
but
journal.
to the village.
But yeah,
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you make the about mile, 2 mile, or mile and a half, 2 mile walk to the secret tunnel. I'll have to fight making that reference.
who's, just in case it comes up, who's holding the amulet right now? Do we know who has the amulet? You have it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure somebody knew they had it. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. So you continue through the tunnel, making your way same way you came. You emerge in the hut that had been where they were staying or where they were living. You hear a lot of like muffled banging and like slamming against walls.
Hmm.
Probably our guy.
Yeah, given where it's coming from, which is their closet, probably.
Sounds like he's still here.
But we hear muffled banging as we approach the exit / entrance.
Yeah, like coming from the closet of where they were living.
All right. There should be no muffled banging going on, so I think we just charge. Let's hit softly.
I'm gonna turn into a bear.
Like, F this. We're not.
Are you doing that before or after you come out of the secret tunnel?
After I come out of the secret
Okay.
tunnel.
Just wanted to make sure we weren't having a Winnie the Pooh situation.
We're doing a full party charge, just all of us at once, jumping out of the tunnel.
Why are we charging?
Screaming? I think we're not screaming, or not?
I mean, isn't it just our dude tied up? Like
Yeah.
he's
No, so it's like.
it's just our boy that we tied up and left in a closet.
Oh, I thought it sounds someone's messing with him. That's
Sorry.
No, like
So-
I think he woke
No,
up.
he's like trying to get out.
Yeah,
like,
he's
it
trying to
sounds
get
like-
out of the closet.
Oh, okay.
You can hear like the
Wait, where
door
we going?
rattling.
Yeah, so it's a good sound because it means he's still there.
And
So-
instead of charging, we just walk out.
So
So,
And Luda's a bear.
well, I'm
There's,
gonna
like, the-
go. I'm gonna go up to the door and I'm just gonna start growling, but I'm gonna be back enough that if anyone wants to open the door, I'm gonna be growling, and as they open, I'm gonna growl louder. That's my go.
Okay, trying to make intimidate him a bit. Like threaten him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Make an intimidation check.
Is that okay? Bear might have something different for intimidation. Does it have anything? Not really. Okay. Damn. 18. Natural 18.
I mean, you're a bear. Bears are kind of frightening. Beautiful creatures, but terrifying.
We like fish.
There you go. So who is opening the door?
I have a hold of Sandra, right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
hold
Do
it
it.
with one
I
hand
got it.
and
Yeah,
open
you,
the door with the other hand, so he sees her first.
Ah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. You open the door. Very disheveled Peleus at this point. It looks like he's been spending a lot of time trying to get out since he woke up, and there's a lot of very noticeable bruising on his face and on his arm from where he was trying to slam his way out, and his hair is flopping everywhere. He just kind of looks at you and he's like, "About time you guys got back."
Well,
Let me guess, Gulanicus. You.
yeah. What an asshole, right?
He was.
Yeah.
He turns to Sandra. He's like, "Plato." Sandra just doesn't say anything. I'll make a deception check on her behalf, and I'll make an insight on his. He just kind of is like, he turns to you. He's like, "The Dragonborn. What did you do with him?"
I don't know. He's back in the cave. I didn't do anything with him.
Roar.
What can you tell us about the amulet?
This one.
Yeah.
We're just
We
gonna-
know that you lied to us before, so why don't we start all over again, and this time you tell us the truth.
Galanicus took it. He turns to Sandra. Did you not tell them anything? Sandra's like, I told them what I know, and I know you know the same. If you know anything else, you might as well tell them now before they kill us.
Whoa.
Kill us. Zalato's in the cave, eh?
Yep.
Anything Sandra told you, I probably know the same.
Do you know whose body he got this off of?
I know it was under the crypt. My guess would be the Lord's wife. I know it was a woman.
Oh,
Interesting.
I forgot. Someone mentioned her before.
Can you tell us anything about the ritual that you guys have been performing in the caves?
Magic's not my area of expertise, really.
What is your area of expertise?
Cutting things.
What are those mosquitoes that you brought out earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Rolls up his sleeve, kind of like how I'm doing, but that's because I'm hot. He rolls up his sleeve and he shows you, or he tries to, I guess he doesn't roll up his sleeve because he's currently tied up, never mind. And he kind of tries to lift up his sleeve then, and you see what almost looks like a brand on his flesh. And he just kind of points at it. He's like, it's the brand of pestilence.
Brand?
Did you get that on purpose?
Yes.
May I ask why?
I mean, it gives me more power.
Okay. But like mosquitoes, isn't that uncomfortable?
I mean, they don't hurt me.
Hmm.
And it's not all it gives me.
There.
The more powerful I get, the more I can do with it.
Okay.
I'm going to turn back into my normal form.
Ooh, ouch.
So,
Other than that, I don't know anything more.
I'm going to... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Vin, or Magnus, what was the book written in? The journal?
Oh, sorry, you were talking to me.
Deep.
It was, yeah, that thing that she just said. Can you speak that, or do you know someone who could speak it? That's not Google guess or whatever.
Lanicus was the only one I knew personally that was up here that did. Other members of our order possibly do, but not me and not Sandra.
Do you have a way to contact other members of your order?
Other than going further south and getting away from this village, no.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Galanicus probably could have, possibly Leto.
All right, I'm gonna pull my friends aside a little bit and say, so the Lord hired us to find an amulet and to figure out what the villagers are doing. We've got the amulet, and we could just bring him these villagers and then see what happens.
I still think we should have you build a fake one. I don't trust that guy, or I don't trust the crazy Count von Schmitzel. I don't trust him.
Well, and now apparently we've killed a bunch of members of some secret blood order that we didn't know about. So I imagine that's going to cause problems for us down the line.
Yeah.
So we probably need to get out of this village fairly quickly, no matter what we're going to do, because either the Lord's going to be after us, or this blood society, or both, depending on what we do.
I mean, unless we...
I kind of want to interpret this journal. My paladin senses are tingling.
So how can we figure out what the journal says?
We go to the library.
Is there a library?
Probably not.
Probably not yet. They might be planning on making one eventually.
They're discussing it. I'm going to turn back around to Tellius. I was like, by the way, I have one other important question.
Maybe the cousin.
And that is, did you at any point kidnap a Demon?
Mom?
Yeah,
The
Demon.
half elf?
Yeah. And take him into the caves?
No.
Have
Why
you
would
taken
we?
any? I don't know. Have you taken anybody else into the caves besides you guys?
No, it was just us and Kyle.
Have you met another half-elf that was asking questions yesterday?
Not with you?
No, we don't know who that is.
Oh, I mean, I saw him pass through. I know he went up to the keep as well.
Do you know if he interrogated anybody in town?
I don't think so.
Do you think Holy Juan or whatever spoke to him, probably being the head guard?
I mean, it's probably safe to assume that they probably would have at least exchanged a few words.
Okay.
Maybe the blacksmith will know.
I feel like we
You're
should.
certainly welcome to talk to Huggy.
I feel like we should
Good
bed
guy.
down for the night. Long do a long rest because it is about night.
Yeah.
Because we can keep watch. We can switch off watch.
What about us? He like gestures towards Sandra.
I made a promise I wouldn't hurt her or hurt Sandra. I have no need to hurt you yet.
What will you guys do if we let you go?
First thing I'll probably do is bury Leto.
I would worry that the Lord's going to find out soon that we've just murdered a bunch of people. I imagine that news is not going to stay secret for very long.
To be fair, at least from the Lord's perspective, you murdered the people that stole his amulet. It's not exactly like he's going to be disappointed about that.
Then he's going to know that
Appreciate
we
it.
have his amulet, and he's going to wonder why we're not bringing it to him.
We're going to keep you here for the night and feed you. We'll decide what to do in the morning. And we will keep
That's
watching.
fair.
That's fair. Like, it's really being a good sport about all this.
You can, if you want, you can make an insight check.
Yeah,
Of course,
why not?
of course, I want to make an inside check, please. I got a 14 plus, I think, like a 2, maybe. Let's see. Plus,
I mean, you can tell he had put 2 and 2 together at this point. He obviously knows Leto's dead. The moment he put that together, he became a lot more conciliatory because he's defeated. He's kind of grieving at this point.
my paladin heart goes out to him.
I mean, to be fair, he is still an accessory to stealing from a corpse. So
True. And
What do we think?
He did attack Rocket, and that's just unacceptable.
he attacked your mascot. I mean,
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm just not entirely ready to give this back to the Lord personally. I'm concerned with demons, it's a thing. It's a thing with me. I am half demon. I have family.
What are we going to do after we take a long rest, though?
I don't know. Maybe we take the long rest and then we talk about what we're going to do in the morning.
I mean, to be fair, right now the only people who know what we did are in this room.
That's also true.
Maybe we can get info from the cousin. The weird guy, the weird spooky guy from the top of the
Count?
The Count?
Carlsberg, von
the Count.
Snuffleupagus.
Like that.
I don't know. Every time we try to interrogate somebody, they just get dumber and dumber.
I thought Count Snarlsberg von Gurgle Scream the 103rd was like
something's not adding up because we were told Damon was part of this, but Damon is not part of this, according to these two.
Yeah.
We can go investigate tomorrow.
And I don't really think they're lying about it.
Okay, here's another important question for both of you. Do you have problems in your giblet area? What? We need to know.
I mean,
Pretty sure you already asked my boyfriend that.
Yeah, but you lied to us a lot. So
Yeah.
is your answer different now?
No, shockingly enough, my genitalia is still the same.
Okay. Hey, guys,
You're
it was
welcome to
important.
examine it.
You said that last time, and I believe you now. I believe you now. All right. I say we just take a long rest, get back in ship shape, and decide what to do in the morning. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of stumped.
All right, are we tying these two to a bed or something so they can rest too?
Time up. We're just going to take a long rest, so we're prepared for whatever happens tomorrow. Plus, it's close. It's getting dark.
And then
It's been
also
a long day of literally.
And also, we can have Rocket guard the bed, making sure that nothing.
Okay.
Long rest. So at least we agree on that.
Okay.
It does make sense. We're in a place that you can actually long rest, which is like a house, which is
All right,
rude.
so that's what you're doing? Taking a long rest?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And you're just having, are you guys also taking watch, or are you just having Rocket do it?
I'll
we
sleep.
just switch off. I mean, I'll watch, of course. I'm paladin.
We'll watch.
Yeah, we'll take
Yeah.
turns.
Okay. Throughout the night, everyone give me a quick perception check.
I got a 13. Rocket got a 20.
So at some point during the night, let's see, we'll go with tenacity. While you're taking watch, you do briefly hear some murmuring between Sandra and Telia, and it's pretty quiet. But you do hear him at one point ask Sandra if it was a quick kill that had been committed, that Leto hadn't felt any pain. To which Sandra just replies that she didn't know. She doesn't know. That's it.
Opposing Roles is presented by D4K Studios and is produced in conjunction with Nick Argenbright and co-produced by Ashley Carlson and Catherine Ranella. Our game system for this episode is Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition by Wizards of the Coast. Our cast is William Scarborough as the Dungeon Master, with Laura Spires as Magma Scortus, Isaiah Shulwitz as Tenacity, Jessica Gibson as Vin Diesel, and Nick Argenbright as Ludo. Our second season has also been made possible by our Kickstarter backers, such as Woos, Yannick, Doug Poeta, Christopher LeBlanc, Andrew, Kenny, Jerome Wetzel, Casey May, Anonymous, Tavia Ordway, Anthony Portillo, Jen and Brian Petrie, Guest 16554255418, Laura Spires, Kimberly Barr, Kyle Jepson, Becky Horseman, Kevin Heyman, Jaleesa James, Ariel Wiles, Max Messick, Kyle Keckley, Vivian Lermond, Night Gig Studios, Dave Olson, Shannon Marie Watts, Ian Gardreau, Nikhil Makija. Music for the show provided by Derek Shire and Pink Zebra featuring Benji Jackson. Please support our musicians by checking out the show notes for their respective links. We are, of course, on Twitter and Instagram under the username GoodBadGeeky. Follow that for updates on all the different projects I'm involved in, including Opposing Roles. Dungeons & Dragons and all related titles, logos, and characters are trademark property of Wizards of the Coast, and Opposing Roles does not imply any endorsement, affiliation, or sponsorship by the copyright and trademark holders unless otherwise noted. Opposing Roles is a production of D4K Studios.